In this series, we'll be constructing Ash's ultimate team if he was a champion specialising in one specific type of Pokemon, using Pokemon he's caught or bonded with in the past. To check out the previous episodes, click the playlist in the video description. And now, in this video, we'll investigate what if Ash was a Psychic type champion. Be sure to let me know the team that you'd give Ash in the comments below, and also be sure to smash the thumbs up button and the subscribe button too. We're on the road to 50,000 subscribers, and that is mind-blowing, so I would really appreciate it. And now, without further ado, let's hop straight into it. The first member of Ash's ultimate Psychic type champion team will be Ash's Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime, or Mime, is a Pokemon that Ash and his mother seem to share ownership over, but right now it lives with Ash and Go in Vermilion City. Mime is Ash's only Psychic type Pokemon, and we've only seen it battling occasionally, but every time it has battled, it has been an incredibly competent battler. The main example of this is when Mime and Ash battled in the Battle Frontier Fluke Cup. Mime dominated against Hodge's Hariyama, dodging every attack effortlessly, hitting the much larger Pokemon with a powerful Focus Punch, then surrounding Hariyama in endless Reflects, and finally finishing it off with a powerful Psychic. Mr. Mime was so speedy and agile, and its strong Focus Punch could really help out against Dark-type Pokemon, which are a massive weakness for the team. And we all know in general how broken the move Psychic is in the anime. Importantly too, Mr. Mime is part Fairy type, which is even more amazing to deal with dangerous Dark-type Pokemon. The second member of the team will be Ash's Knockdown Owl. Knockdown Owl isn't a Psychic type, but it absolutely deserves to be on Ash's Psychic team. I mean, after all, 1/3 of all of the moves Knockdown Owl has ever known have been Psychic type moves. Its hypnosis was incredibly powerful and could be used in such unique ways, like making a Fearow believe that it was a Charizard. Imagine Knockdown Owl using that to its full ability in battles, it would be so strong. And it had Confusion and Extrasensory, which were both shown to have great power too. Knockdown Owl had insane levels of intelligence, outsmarting even humans. So I think Knockdown Owl could come up with complex strategies to carry the team forwards against powerful opponents. I mean, that just screams Psychic type to me. Plus, Knockdown Owl being a normal and flying type instead of a Psychic type helps to protect the team from dangerous bug type Pokemon and ghost type Pokemon, which would otherwise be huge threats. So, for all of these reasons, Knockdown Owl truly deserves to be on this team. The third member of this team will be Ash's Esperon. As far as I can recall, it's canon that Ash's favourite evolution ever is Esperon. Don't ask me though when or where this was stated, because I genuinely can't remember. But I just know it happened at some point. Maybe the Sun and Moon series, I don't know. But either way, a lot of fans have wanted Ash to catch an Eevee for a long time, and Esperon seems to be a perfectly fitting evolution for Ash. Especially since his biggest rival, Gary Oak, has an Umbreon. They could have a little rivalry going on. Esperon is like the poster child for the Psychic type, so it makes a lot of sense to be on this team. And also, Esperon's small size and great speed matches Ash's battle style perfectly, so I know they'd work well together. Ashy Boy has never truly bonded with an Esperon in the past, but regardless of that, I think, for all of the reasons explained beforehand, it should still be a member of his ultimate Psychic type team. The fourth member of Ash's ultimate Psychic type team will be Ash's Grumpig. This might sound like a really random pick, but hear me out. In the Advanced Generation series, there was a Spoink who showed up in multiple episodes, and every single time it showed up, it had gotten itself into trouble with something or other. And every time that happened, Ash helped the little pig out before they parted ways. I really thought that Spoink would be Ash's final Hoenn team member, but alas, I was wrong. I want Ash and Spoink to reunite and join forces in this champion team. Spoink was incredibly funny and entertaining, but despite that, it was incredibly powerful too, already knowing moves like Psychic, Confuse Ray, and Psybeam. And once it's evolved into a Grumpig, it can learn moves like Focus Blast and Shadow Ball to deal with Dark types and Ghost types, respectively, so that could really come in handy. And importantly, if you've watched the X and Y series, then you know how huge and powerful Grumpig can be. Look at the size of that thing. So, not only would Grumpig hold great psychic power, but it could also be a much needed tank for the team. The 5th member of Ash's psychic type team will be Ash's Latias. I'm sure many of you were hoping to see this one. Latias and her brother Latios lived in the secret garden in Altomare where they were guardians of the Soul Dew. Ash and Latias developed an incredible bond. They were so close and they worked together so perfectly, and Latias even developed a crush on Ash, which is a testament of their bond. Latias was incredibly brave and had great power too. Her safeguard was mad strong. Because of all this, Latias is easily one of the most fitting legendary Pokemon for Ash to catch. Some may argue that Latias has too much of an important role in protecting the Soul Dew, so she simply can't join Ash's team. But I disagree. In the original Japanese version of the 5th movie, it was explained that many Latios and Latias live at Altomare at different times, because of the Soul Dew. It's not only the main 2 Latios and Latias in the movie. This explanation was cut from the English dub for some strange reason, so other Latios and Latias can and do protect the Soul Dew, meaning that the Latias that Ash knows doesn't have to stay there all the time to protect it. Latias also has the potential to Mega Evolve, which would boost her stats like crazy, making her even more unstoppable. And Ash and Latias definitely have the bond needed for that Mega Evolution to happen. I can see Ash and Latias battling side by side in my head. It just seems perfect to me. The 6th and final member of Ash's Psychic type team will be Ash's Mellowetta. In the Black and White series, Ash bonded so deeply with a Mellowetta. She was around Ash for almost 15 episodes, and for many of those, he was the only human that she trusted. This eventually culminated in them working together to defeat a possessed Giovanni and stopping the forces of nature, before Mellowetta returned to her home village. But I wanted Mellowetta to stay by Ash's side. They had an amazing bond, and Mellowetta had great power. She could even switch between her Aria form and her Pirouette form, based on the opponent she was up against. And in that Pirouette form, she became part Fighting type, which would reduce the threat of both Bug and Dark type Pokemon, 2 of the team's biggest weaknesses. So Mellowetta is like the best of both worlds. She has the potential to really match the psychic theme of the team, while also having the option to switch into a more combat-suitable form to counter the team's weaknesses. She can even become invisible at will, which could be monumental in battles. Imagine Mellowetta just vanishing every few seconds. It would be awesome. Mellowetta is perfect for this team, and the fact that she's a mythical Pokemon on top of that is just an amazing added bonus. So, overall, if Ash was a Psychic type champion, I believe his ultimate team would be Mr. Mime, Knockdown Owl, Esperon, Grumpig, Latias, and Mellowetta. What a team, man! To test how strong the team is, I asked 2 of my friends, Gree and Albab, who play Pokemon competitively, to briefly evaluate the team in terms of game logic, to see if it's as viable in the games as it is in the anime. And this is what they said. Mr. Mime has good speed and a good move pool, and its fairy typing is great to deal with dark type Pokemon, but its defense sucks. Knockdown Owl being flying and normal type means that it's powerful against dark and bug type Pokemon, but sadly it's slow, frail, and can't do much damage. Grumpig is slow and doesn't have good damage output either, but its decent bulk and its thick fat ability does improve its matchup against fire and ice types. Espeon is a speedy attacker and its magic bounce ability gives it more utility, though its poor bulk and lacking move pool really does hold it back. Mellowetta may be a mythical Pokemon, but truthfully, it's a pretty awful mythical Pokemon. Its move pool is really lacking, and it's not that speedy either. But if a Z move is available, then Z Celebrate can boost all of its stats to the stratosphere, making it much stronger. Latias is easily the strongest team member, being fast, powerful, and even bulky enough that super effective attacks bounce right off of it. Its move pool is beyond awesome too, with moves like Aura Sphere, Mystical Fire, Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, Shadow Ball, Draco Meteor, Psychic, Recovery, Calm Mind, and much more. It truly is an excellent Pokemon. Overall, realistically, this entire team is just Mega Latias and Mellowetta too if it can use a Z-move. So there we have it. I know this team might not be the strongest ever in the games, but in the anime, it's definitely one of the strongest. Psychic types in general are busted in the anime, and this team is made up of some incredibly strong and reliable Pokemon. Let me know what Pokemon you would put on Ash's Psychic type team in the comments below, and also let me know what type you want me to cover next. There's really not many left. Smash the thumbs up button and subscribe too if you enjoyed. Help us hit 50,000 subscribers. And on that note, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.